Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on a Sunday, April the 3rd. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, folks, and say hello to us here on the Max Wager Network. And on a Sunday, not much going on in Max Wager. It is me and my partner in crime, Mr. MLB. We'll do some MLB. Let's listen. What do we got going on today? I guess we got some NBA, but we got 4 games that are double digits. What we can say about those. Move on, but let's do a quick. So listen, Max Wagers, you know what to do. You come in, hit the like button, subscribe. We get the Picks and Parlays channel. Say hello. If you're on Twitter, come give me a follow, Mr. Sean Higgs. Listen, you go live now right now. I have a Panthers Sabres free pick posted. There's a link right there over the winner free pick page. Also, Timberwolves and Rockets if you're looking to get down in a little NBA. And of course, our posted picks for the Midday Money Show, of which we're going to talk about right now. So, NBA 65-79, loser with the Nets yesterday. But today we got a couple winners on tap here. So we like the Bucks over 226.5. Just basically for me. Now, part of me, you see 2 teams coming off getting beat pretty bad, giving a lot of points, 150, 130, 135, whatever. Mavs gave up, and you think we're going to circle the wagons, play a little defense, and win that grind. I don't know. I think, especially today's NBA, I think we're going to see the opposite. I think we're going to see two teams come out, get up and down the court, and jack up a lot of shots and try to outscore one another. So I think the 226 is a little low. It was actually 227, I think, last night when I did the free pick video for winning free picks. So it's actually come down. I'm still sticking with it. We're on the over here. And the Pelicans, Tim here, we're talking about the games. I'm like, what do we got here? Anything that jumps out. And the Pelican game he liked, I'm like, you know what? I kind of like the Pelicans too because you have the Clippers off a big win. Right? You drop 153. Now they're back home. Again, off the road trip. Why not fade them there? But a good little tidbit that Tim had brought up. And that I think could play into what we look for April NBA, right? NBA, no betting line most of the year. We're out both management days and this and that and this and that. Well, here we go. The Pelicans still kind of battling for playoff spot, where the Clippers are kind of locked into a playoff spot. They're off dropping 153 on the team. Road trip, you come back, you're settling in. Then you got the kids, the wife, the girlfriend, whatever the case may be. So we kind of like fade teams coming off the road trips. And now we get a hot Pelican team. We'll get a couple points here. Let's go. I thought about money line here, but let's just take the +2 with the Pelicans and be happy. College hoops yesterday, we donut here, 235 and 206. We dropped both. Had the unders, didn't get there, but how about Kansas? Still alive with our 901. I'll keep that posted here in the chat. And some major league baseball action. I got the Nationals today in the chat, and we'll pull up all the other our picks for both of me and Tim. Anyway, we'll talk about those because our baseball has been going pretty well. But there's that. So we'll talk about baseball and say, you know what? I'll pop the baseball one. So I got the Nats today. Tim's also on the Nats. We thought about it. We kind of fade the Verlander guy. And Nationals, I haven't liked this kid Gray. We talked about him last year. It was the kind of team I don't think they're going to be great, the Nationals. I think we got some pitching woes, but they do got some bats. Houston has been. I don't know. I'll fade them. And you got them, and you got a couple other games I looked at as well. So let's go. Tigers, Red Sox. Jump into your thoughts here. Yeah. Nationals basically the same, right? We're thinking,
yes.
Guy on Verlander. Let's go.
Yeah, I kind of looked at it. Yeah, Nationals are 2-10 in spring training. Astros are 8-4. Astros have won 8 straight games. So of course I'm going to take the Nationals. Get them at plus money. They've got pretty much their starting lineup going. Josiah Gray hasn't been bad. He might be pretty good this year. He was part of the trade that sent Scherzer over to the Dodgers. Yeah. So obviously the Nationals think kind of highly on him. So I could see him having a good game. Probably see something from Soto, Cruz, Hernandez, Bell all at the top of the order. I'm getting plus money at the end of the day. If I win 2 of these, I'm doing really well. Tigers, they've got Casey Mize on the mound. We're both high on Casey Mize this year. It's going against Aaron Nola, which helps us get a little bit more plus money. Plus 135 with the Tigers. Tigers have pretty much their starting lineup going. Aki Badu, Grossman, Baez, Scoop, Torkelson, Castro. So they've got a good chunk of their starters. Philly does too, with Schwarber, Segura, Harper, Castellanos, Realmuto, Gregorius, Hoskins. But I kind of like the plus money with Detroit. We're going to be riding Detroit a little bit this year. They're going to be one of the teams that you're going to get plus money a lot with. And I like it. And then the last one is going to be Boston. Plus 112. Once again, getting plus money on this team, who has pretty much their starting lineup. Hernandez, Devers, Martinez, Verdugo, Dahlbeck, Bradley, Vasquez, all going for the Red Sox today. And Pavetta's pitching. Huskar Yanoa is on the mound for Atlanta. They've got a couple of their starters with Swanson, Olsen, Riley, Azuna, Duvall. Other than that, it's kind of bench players. I feel like it's a good spot for Boston, getting that slight plus money. At the end of the day, 3 plus monies, and I'm 19-11-1, and I'm up 11 units because I think I've lost all of 2 minus money bets. So at the end of the day, plus monies, I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, I'm 9-5 and with the 2 pushes there. I'm at plus 502, and I had the one loser. I think I had like 130 on Cincinnati. I forgot who it was. A small little fave. Maybe the Red Sox game. Did the Red Sox lose for us? I don't know.
I think you had like a run line earlier in the year.
Yeah, I had one little loser, but whatever. 64%. I'll take it. And with Detroit, I kind of like Detroit with it because I said, I can't. But I'm high on Nola, and I think the Phillies are going to be good. So I'm like,
oh yeah.
I don't know. Like 150 seems. It seems like it actually should be a little higher. Actually, I feel like that line's a little low. Like they're thinking the Tigers going to win. Like you see Nolan a full lineup, 150. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little. Again, I got the little future going on him. I'm high on him. Maybe a Cy Young caliber season, but I'm not.
I have Nola written down as one of my Cy Young picks. I like Nola this year. I don't think the Phillies are going to be bad. I have a pennant ticket for him.
Yeah.
I just think that this is a good Tiger spot.
Yeah, that's why, you know me. Some days I just can't. If I get my 2 teams playing each other, I'm just going to say, back off. I don't want to take him out there. And, the other one I thought about taking here was the Yankee game. Like at one, getting a plus money with the Yanks. Okay, they're running out not a huge lineup. I get it.
Yankees have all of what? Donaldson and Connor Falefa.
Really.
That's all you got.
Gleaver's playing and Andujar. It's kind of like, but at that price, it's almost like, you want to just play him at that kind of price?
I almost did, but I didn't. I ended up not going. I ended up choosing my other 3 dogs and liking it.
Baltimore's another one. Like I see
Baltimore too.
Sonny Gray's a guy I like, but I'm like, $2. I was like, absolutely not. That's definitely. I'm not laying $2 with Sonny Gray. That's not going to happen. Like regular season, all right, we'd be on Baltimore here. We'd be all over the place here with some of these teams, but. You know what? It's a Sunday. You don't have to run out and bet every game.
No.
You see this all the time. 1-2 games you kind of like. And if you pick and choose, we said about NBA yesterday, right? We had a bunch of lines that were 2.
Yep.
I'm going to do this game or that game. It's either you got to go all in on these, or you pick and choose and you either had a nice day or you get the donut or something. Like, I take these 2. They go 0-2. The other ones are 2-0. So today with the dogs, it's kind of like, am I going to take out 5 dogs today? I don't know. We're not forcing it. We got regulars. I just added up. I got about 7,000 in futures already for baseball.
Oh, jeez.
And that's, I got a couple 500 and a couple dimes I put on. I got Milwaukee over Seattle. Their season win total is over for it now.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else like 100, 250s, 150. Because they add up. Again, this is, you put 9 totals out for wins, and then you got, a couple divisions. They got, I do one for, I put $100 in Arizona at 100 to 1 million. The West. Okay. I'm better off going out and giving it to a guy under a bridge. But whatever. I'll throw a little bit on it just for anything. Who knows? I don't know.
You never know. It's crazy.
We where did the Giants come from last year? Out of the woodwork. Some teams. The Cleveland Indians with what was his name? Wild thing, Ricky Vaughn. He came in. They beat the Yankees. Anything's possible. Who knows? Yeah. So I don't know. I looked at the board. I was like, we come in. I'm like, what do I like in baseball today? I love baseball so much, and it's dangerous because you can just come in and see all the plus dogs. You're like, I just want to take them all today. Like, I think we went through that opening day, and I'm like, I like 9 games.
Dog.
It's nutty. I won't get to the comments. 37 comments. Let's see how many are comments. And
most of them are me. Have fun.
Let's start it up at the top. E-Man, how are you today? Welcome, Mr. Nika here, our favorite Canadians in the house. Donald, good afternoon, my friend. How are you today? Michael's here. Good morning. I like the Bucks over Pelicans too. Nice. Mr. Nika's with us. Wonderful. People come in and they want to say we like the winning picks, but actually they just want to give a thumbs up to Mr. Nika. Who's your favorite ice dog today?
Saber.
There you go. Sabres at plus $2 against the Florida Panthers. Not the Carolina Panthers, the Florida Panthers. For me, you know what? I might, I'll be a wacko and say if I'm taking the dog today, why not the Flyers at plus $3? Whatever you're going to get back on that take back on them. I know, again, it's probably more of like a 280 range here with the way the books work nowadays. But in the old days, you're laying $3.15, you'd get $3 back from the doggy. So I would just go big dog there. Let me do a quick look. I only kind of like one hockey game today, and it was a premium play. That's why I don't have anything in the chat here. Yeah, you know what? Probably this. You know what? I'll ride on the Sable line because it looks like it's come down. What's this? 20 cents or something's come down. I thought it was $2.75 down to $2.20, so a 50-cent line drop there in a lot of the books. So, Buffalo. Let's ride on that Buffalo because that was the biggest line drop. So that would be where I want to be. With the Ranger line still sitting at $3 everywhere. Take back 240. Look at this. Take back 240. Terrible. Take the Sabres. Take 2 Sabres and call me in the morning. Richie P hit a like button. Thank you very much. Richie P. I do like the Pelicans full game. First quarter, Pelicans 10-1. Last 11 on the road. All right, good stats there, Michael, for sure. And also, we got Clippers in off of the 150 spot. Big win on the Bucks. Come home after a road trip. I don't know. Pelicans hot. Let's go. Playing for a little bit more with playoffs on them. Marcos, hitting the like button for me, but especially for Mr. Nika. I really want to take the Pistons. It looks like everyone's on them, and the line keeps going up. Let's look at some Detroit Rock City here for Detroit Lenny. What do we got going on here with this Piston line? You're live. It's for Detroit. Going up, huh? You open at 2. I see 2.5s everywhere. And people are betting what's going on. That's definitely not a good sign. So I guess the Pacers would be the play, but I know we just stay away from the Pacers and the Pistons. It's not like I'm going to bet those 2 teams. Look at this. Shoot your shot. Man, we're here. Fire away. Goodness. Think about the Raptors. First the Heat and the T-Wolves first quarter and the first half. Toronto against the Heat. The Heat are still, you know what? We're not high in the Heat, right? The whole Jimmy Butler thing kind of puts a sour puss on that team. Let's see, Miami. Toronto. You know what? Let's take Toronto there. I'm going to say okay. 3.5. I know it's come down a little tick there. Actually, no. I still see 3.5 out there. See, if we open the 2 up to 3.5, then back down to 3. I still think Toronto. You know what? I can't take the Heat right now. No, we'll save them for another week. Maybe playoffs. They'll get their act together. And Minnesota against Houston. Yeesh. I mean, you know me. I'm not going to lay 15, 14 points for a game here. 13.5, whatever it is. They should roll. It's Houston. Arizona and Chicago over or under the 6-0. All right, let's just pull this up here. Arizona and Chi-Town. 6 in Chicago. We can do that. I'll go over to 6 with you. See, you got 6 in the hook for that game? I see flat 6s at minus 120. Carolina and Buffalo over to 7. Well, we kind of like the Sabres there. So, you know what? I see a 7. You own that. I mean, it's like an auto play on the over. It's like seeing a 70 in college football. You just got to get the over there. 240s in the NBA. extremely high, so I got to go over those numbers. Azwa, how are you today? How are you? I am good. What I like in the Boston game, I guess this is the Celtics, not the Red Sox, or maybe the Bruins. I kind of like the under, although I like the under in the Boston game the other day, and they basically went over themselves. It was a crazy high-scoring game. Boston usually plays a little defense, so I want to come back on the under here. Do I want to lay 13? No. I want to go under. It has gone up to, to 223 now. It opened at 220, so I still like the under. Any thoughts on NC versus?
That's women's.
It's women? Oh, UC. UC who? Who's UC?
UConn.
Cincinnati? Oh, all right. I mean, UC.
UConn and South Carolina. South Carolina is a 4-point favorite.
I mean, probably South Carolina. Right? UConn is usually good, but
good BS work. Good work.
UConn's. I know they won a bunch of. I know their coach is named Gino Torretta. After he played quarterback at Miami, Gino Torretta went on and became the head coach of the Connecticut women's team. Is that what he did? I mean, he was pretty good, Gino Torretta, back in the day. I think he had a good record back in '92 with the Hurricanes. Yeah. Any thoughts? I got thoughts. On Monday, when is this game? When's the game?
It's tonight.
Tonight? No, I'll be watching, Better Call Saul. I got to get up to speed for season premiere. So,
there you
go. Better Call Saul marathon. He's such a sad character. I wish he would have stepped. I wish he would have kept being an elder care lawyer. I think that was perfect. I told my son to get into elder care law. A lot of stuff there with trust and helping old people. That's my little Sunday TV preview. Astros under. Is this a under for the 9.5 today, or just a season total under?
Probably for the game today.
I'm sure it's for the game today, 9.5.
The 9.5. So
I would say yes to that.
Sure.
And usually I'm an over guy, but I think I like Gray for the Nats. I think he's a piece. Him and Ruiz, two stud prospects. I'm thinking maybe Steiny lineup. Maybe I'm not high on Verlander. Again, I'm more of an over kind of guy when it comes to spring training baseball. But
yeah, Astros have been a heavy under team this spring. They played 12 games, and 3 of them have gone over. In those games, the one team scored. They won 10-9 versus the Nationals, or 10-8 versus the Nationals, 10-3 versus Cardinals, and lost 10-2 versus the Marlins. Other than that, you got like a 4-2, a 3-2, a 2-0, a 2-1, a 4-3, a 2-1, a 3-1, a 5-3, like all low scoring games. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, stick to the under there. We said under, Nick. Under. Maybe over. Astros under or over? Maybe over. I don't know. We kind of maybe under us. All right, to Kansas. First half under. I kind of want to lay the 4 with Kansas. I had the 14 on the Kansas future. So I can see this one change. Absolutely, Michael. We were talking about that before we came on. And that's a good spot, right? You just sent Coach K out to pasture, hung up Duke twice in a month, knocked them out. Definitely it's tough to say a letdown spot when you're going from Final Four championship game, but you come out a little flat here. We saw Kansas, right out of the gates. This game could be 13-3, and you're gonna have a little problem there. Kansas, a little better free throw shooting team than Duke. That sealed the deal yesterday. We talk about free throw shooting, boy. We don't want to get started on that. We do not want to get started free throw shooting. But yeah, Kansas. Hey, we got the old 9-1 rolling right here, right? We had it. We said to start in the 20. We had them, Arizona, and the Kentucky one here. But, one is alive. One is alive. That's all we need. We need that one to come on through. Tigers over today against Philly 9.5. I don't know. I want to say under. As much as we like our overs, I don't know. I kind of like Mize. I'm high on Nola. again, this is preseason. I like to do overs, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not running to bet this. We have all these games. You just want to play into some over unders in spring training? I don't know. I don't know. Arizona will win the West. Mike, I wasn't taking the Dodgers. The Padres would probably be. We got sneeze coming up. Hold on, Tim, come back in. I got sneeze.
Yes, he's trying to give away money. He's trying to be very nice to the sports books and give all his money to the Arizona Diamondbacks. No, there was no value in betting the other sides. Absolutely not.
Maybe the Padres.
Right?
No, you think they
Padres sellers at deadline.
They had a lot of problems last year. And we said this as soon as they missed out on that Scherzer deal, it was oh boy, and they collapsed, infighting the whole thing. New coach comes in. And I'll say now, I think you had some arm problems. I'm shocked he didn't have a surgery in the offseason. I'm not sure he's what he was 2 years ago. But they still have a lot of young. I mean, did the Mets get Paddock? Did that trade go through? I don't know. Looking at
no, it did not because because they did not want to get Hosmer's contract. They did not want Hosmer.
I mean, again, Paddock is healthy.
Because Hosmer was going to get like 4 years, $65 million still. And they did not want him.
Yeah, I mean, Clevenger's back, right? He's going to be working his way back in, right? He was hurt, so again, this is more of, you work your way back in. But you look at the pitching. I mean, Musgrove had a decent year last year. He was probably their best starter.
Yeah.
Snell had a bad year. Usually he's a little better than that. Even Darvish, I mean, 4 you can't really complain about 4 ERAs in this. It's kind of like, guys shooting 3-pointers. Everybody's hitting homers. It's a pretty big offensive year. Listen, Lamet, I like that kid. I think he's a good young thing. Paddock is young. Weathers was brutal, but again, he's a young kid. Mackenzie Gore's another young one they got.
I think the Padres were getting. I saw on ESPN or something that Sean Manaea is in, he's pretty much almost going to San Diego.
Again, they have it's what we say all the time. Pitching, you can never have enough pitching. Guys get hurt, they go down, all hell breaks loose, stuff happens. I mean, I look at their pitching, I'm like, man, this is a nice staff. You got a lot of guys who can flip, but guys start dropping like flies. So, again, Padres may be worth a shot because you got guys bouncing back from injury, but you never know. Again, the Giants, I think they're going to take a step back because they kind of overachieved big last year. So it's like Rockies, I don't think they're good. So I'll say, you know what? I'll take a shot on Arizona. It's just, again, it's a little – I don't come in here and say, right? I'm not saying we're taking the Dodgers. It's not like we're taking the Mets and the Dodgers and the Yankees. All the teams. Come on,
Mets are still plus money to win the division.
Yeah, they're 475. Excuse me. No. That's to win the NL. I put 250 on – Mets 475 and Milwaukee plus 700. 250 each on those. Okay. And then I got 250 each on the Sox, Red Sox in Seattle.
Yep.
10-1, 14-1. I got White Sox, Detroit. Just $100 each on those. 550 and 20. Yeah. It's just Mike. You've been in here for a year. You see, I'm going to come in outside and say something
outlandish,
just because. You know what? I have the bankroll do it. I'll take a shot. It's a team I want to bet on. I think they're kind of young. Could be a fun team. You don't know. Who thought the Dodgers were going to be in a dogfight last year to win this division
and lose it?
Yeah. I mean, if you thought it was going to be a dogfight, you thought it was going to be with the Padres. Now with the Giants. All right. So who knows? Again, it's like I said. I could give it to the homeless guy. He'd probably do better with it. You probably have a problem.
But you never know.
It's just fun to have. The llama's back, Brio. You know it. There it is. We got double llamas. The double llama. Llama drama. Orioles over in baseball. Nick, what are we doing with these preseason totals, for? Although the O's Twins over, I would be more. This one I could say, okay, take the over. Women's basketball over 125. Sure, let's get some points. Lakers money line. We know Imad is coming in. This guy, he's the number one Laker fan here. I had to work out for you the other day when he left. Stop with the Lakers. Stop. I will not be shocked when they lose it if LeBron just hangs it up for the season. Not at all. Won't be shocked one bit. My book have the Blackhawks at 6 and a hook. Wow, 6.5. All right. I'll still go over, I guess. I can take the under Celtics game with no big man and Wizards set up a defense. Yeah, but the Celtics, they had been playing defense. They're a pretty good defensive team for a little while. And it burned me the other day. It did. I said that. I had them in the chat as a underplay, and it didn't get there. I'm just, I don't know. The Wizards are bad. I know it, and the line's gone up, so it's totally, again, I didn't bet the game. But that's why I didn't bet it. It's gone up. It's just bad stuff working all against me. But the Celtics are normally a defense first team. Mike had the 4.5 with NC. I brought back when Duke got down plus 150. They did choke. I'm going to miss free throws. Yeah. Free throws. Over in women's final. Why not? 125.5. Looks over there, Michael. Even spring training, you have to be aware of the weather report. We got some wind going on. Going under Astros, trust you. Well, listen, Tim rolled down those numbers for their.
We didn't bet it.
Yeah, the games we bet. If you want to bet, we have our baseball picks.
Yeah, we did not bet the under. These are the games that we bet.
Well, I don't think we've taken any totals here.
No, I don't have totals on my book, and I don't have a plethora of books to go to because North Carolina still isn't legal. But no, I only have money line, so run with that.
These are our picks here, what we've taken in baseball, and 0 have been total. So 28, 16, and 3 pushes because, hey, it's preseason, you get that. This is what we bet. Totals, we say all the time, we like something, doesn't mean you got to bet it. And we definitely, I'm not betting preseason, spring training, or whatever you want to call it. I'm in football mode. We got the draft coming up. We'll have to do some draft props. We're a draft prop show.
I'll have nothing on that.
Who's your early pick to win the MLB? My
early picks in terms of today. All the plays that we give out are all at 1:00. If that's what you're asking for today.
Yeah. Gene. I gotta listen. If you're looking for our picks for baseball today, here they are: Tigers, Red Sox, Nats for Tim. I'm on the Nats myself.
Unless you're asking for who is going to be a team that comes out of nowhere and wins something this year.
Yeah.
Seattle
in the running.
Seattle, Boston, Miami. There's your 3.
Yep.
Boom,
I
boom,
agree.
boom.
We like Seattle. Nice trades. Good young pitching there. We like, Logan Gilbert's a nice little young guy there. They brought Robbie Ray in. Bullpen side, you got good, who came over? Winker.
Yes. And Suarez. Eugenio Suarez, I believe, came over to Seattle.
Suarez, too, another big power guy.
Both of them went up. Yeah, that's fantastic.
So you got some power there. You got some young guys. I like Toro over there is a nice young guy. You got Helnick's another young guy. We like Winker MVP, 100-1.
Yep.
And the Red Sox. So we talked about Boston as being everybody's gonna be on Toronto, right? Toronto is the fave.
Toronto, Yankees, and Tampa.
All right, so Toronto automatically we're not grabbing Toronto because they already got on fave. Boston to win the AL East was plus 475.
Yeah.
So I grabbed that for a little honey. Okay, because that's a team that the offense is there. And I got a Devers MVP thinking if these guys exceed, I don't think the pitcher's going to get it. You need a big breakout from somebody over there. Bounce back from Sale, comes out of, hasn't pitched in a while. Whatever. So give me some Devers. Again, you got Bogarts. You got these guys could hit up there.
And they added Story.
And we like our Miami. Good young pitching staff. You got Dan Sism. You got some bats. Solars over there. The guy had 40 homers in Kansas City. He could hit home runs in Miami.
Yep.
I don't care. So Miami there. And I guess there's not really – where else would you really look for a dog? You can't really find one. In the AL, you didn't have – who is it? And the NL East, Braves, Mets, and Phillies are all the top. So we're kind of go Miami. In the Central, it's kind of the Brewers, and then I
think you're going to be able to make some good money off the Reds this year.
Yeah, and I think the Reds are going to be bad, but I mean,
They're going to be bad, but they're going to be dogs a lot to the point where I think you're going to be able to make money on them.
Yeah, I got to see how they play. I think I like the Rangers as an over team this year, 74.5.
Oh yeah. Oh well, win total. I don't know. The thing is, I still think that the Astros and the Seattle Mariners are going to beat up on the bottom half of the division, and I don't know if and I think Angels are going to be third place.
Yeah, the Angels.
Angels are going to be like average 500, but they'll end up beating Texas a lot.
Sixers.
No,
we'll change gears.
No,
to the NBA over the Cavaliers.
Lean Cavs, but that's not a spot.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Both teams on back-to-backs.
We did it.
UNC, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to win over. The public is, I don't know. Nick, you want to do these overs? Have fun. Mo what? Mo money? That's what we're trying to get.
I think he's saying moo because the cow's
behind. Cash cow? Is he moving up the cash cow in the back, D-Mar? On the Bucks. Fade the Lakers as soon as LeBron and AD are rolled down. And the public backs the Lakers, I'll bet the Nuggets. Nuggets off a bad loss, bounce back. It would be, listen, for me, it'd be Nuggets or nothing. I can't bet the Lakers. OKC loves the Lakers. Excuse me. Email is a Laker fan, but he's like an OKC in the 14 here. I can't. Are they home? OKC at home in the 14?
I don't know if they're home, but
yeah, home versus Suns.
But Booker and DeAndre Ayton are out for the Suns, so why not take the plus 14?
Exactly. No baseball mode. What are you talking about? We got baseball mode. We are loving baseball. We win some, lose some. Over guy in soccer, baseball, under in NHL. Over guy in soccer, baseball, and hockey, under in the NBA. Now listen, I mean, preseason's just a tough one to bet. I mean, that's just me. If they're winning for you, good. Gene says yes. You're welcome. And Gabe likes the Royals. The Royals paid off Royals last year.
Yes, Royals. I think they're
going to be Royals guys last year.
They're going to be scrappy.
Team totals, game total overs. We love the overs. We had their win total cashed. So hopefully, we'll do another. I don't know how we do a late night Monday with all those. If we're going to do them, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wilson, how are you today? Good afternoon, you. Senators over. Let's look at a little quick cash on. Yes. Senators against Detroit, 6.5. Why not? Did that thing go up a full goal here? 5.5 to 6.5? Holy cow. I guess you got to play that over. The Florida Panthers, North Carolina Panthers, over the 7. Sure. Milwaukee over. Yes, Celtics over. I like the under there. I know it's going to come back and bite me in the butt. It is what it is. Tar Heels, baby, from Franklin.
Heels, baby. Let's get
the Heels backers here. Good luck, Wilson. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Bucks, Mavs. I like the over, Don. Give me the over. Big X is in the house. Good to see Jersey brethren. White Sox win World Series. I'm not going to say no to that. Listen, the offense is excellent. We like this team a lot. We had them last year. I got a... with the AL, plus 550 here for Chicago to win the AL. Why not? We'll take it. Sure. I went to the NL to win the World Series. Dodgers, Braves, Phillies. And when I do these, I said duty for you teamers out there. Duty. I'll grab something to win a division or the AL or the NL. And then we can always kind of move into betting on team in the spot, right? We had like Brewers to win the Central, and there was playoff time, and we were looking to like the Braves to get it done there. So you can go game to game if you have a future locked in. I know people don't really love futures, not just for baseball, for any sport, right? People, it is what it is. People don't want to lock in all their money for months at a time. You don't like locking in for a week when we do look at lines on a Sunday. I get it. But it gives you flexibility. Tomorrow, we have a Kansas 9-1 ticket. We can easily say, let's take some Carolina, put half of it on. But you know what? We had a couple other futures there, right? I mean, so we're 1-2 there. And again, we threw them in for $100 pop because they had, Purdue and a Arkansas from way back in the beginning. So, I mean, it will just kind of balance itself out. So you can always hedge a little bit in the day-to-day operations of, especially baseball. There's just it's so long. You can make money. And you could bet these. It's not like you can't stop betting futures. Maybe White Sox. How about these guys start 2-11 or something, and their odds shift a little bit? These guys can't go 25-4. Come on. I grabbed the Nats to win the World Series in May when they won the World Series that year. Some crazy. It was like 80-1 or something ridiculous. 30. I don't even remember what it was. But sometimes you want a team that's kind of start out a little slow, and then you can grab a little better odds. Nugs and Raps for me today. Also did a round robin of baseball. There you go, Wayne. I like it. Nugs and Raptors short, right? Fading Lakers and Raptors because the Heat, right? They're playing the Heat today.
Raptors are a little bit more motivated. They're still fighting to make sure they clinch a spot in the playoffs. The Heat are already in that number 1 spot. And with the Nets dropping yesterday's game, there's a good chance the Nets might be in that 9-10 spot, which means the best seed they can get is the 8, and nobody wants to be in that 1 seed.
Yep.
I could definitely see the Heat trying to drop off, the Bucks trying to drop off. That's why I would lean Mavs as well today. Yeah. This Eastern Conference is going to be weird the next week and a half because nobody wants to be in that 1 spot.
No, who wants to against the Nets with Durant and Kyrie? It'd be crazy.
I know. I know you're high on the Nets. If they're going to play in that 9-10 game, I could see them losing one of the play-ins and not making the playoffs in general.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, when we look at it, in the first round, they would have to face – in that 9-10 game, they would have to – right now, they'd have to face against Charlotte. Charlotte could be dynamic in it's 1 game, and your season's over. We just saw the Hornets beat the Nets in Brooklyn the other day. And then when it comes to if the Brooklyn Nets win that game, they get either Cleveland or Atlanta. Atlanta just beat them. Like these teams are very competitive, so I could easily, if the Nets play in that 9-10 game, I could easily see them not making the entire thing.
Could be. I don't know. See, I look at it a different way. Like these 2 guys got a little, I don't have a chip on your shoulder, but the whole Harden thing. They're kind of like, I think they're gonna play a little. Like, all right, you want to get out of here, sucker? We'll show you. Like, you know what? I don't know. That's the way I look at that Net team.
I don't know. I feel like the Nets are going to be very hard to trust.
For sure. But we're gambling, folks.
Oh, yeah. I have like 4 other teams in the East that I'd rather go after.
Oh, yeah. I mean, let's be honest.
Bucks are probably at top of my list. Bucks,
Celtics,
Raptors. I'd rather go Raptors instead of the Nets.
I think we had an over Raptor ticket somewhere. I think at 44.
I think Sean Austin had like a ticket for the Raptors to win their division at like 55-1 or something back early in the year when they had a bad start. And now when I look at the divisions, they're in the same division. Oh, they're with Brooklyn, but they're only 2.5 games back with a week and a half to go, which is still possible.
Get there? They can definitely get there.
Yep. But
man, you're going to throw Boban.
Boban, yes.
Again,
yes, the big 7'3" guy in the middle. Hell yeah, let's get it.
I just need points, Marcelo. We need points. Yankees first 5.
No, clean, but no.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Yankee price, you almost got to take it at that price. Although it seems like a little too good to be true, but why not? Anything's possible. MLS, LA Galaxy. Where is Ray Reddington? Has anybody seen? We got a Ray Reddington update?
I don't think Ray Reddington even looks at MLS.
No, he's more just Premier League.
Yeah, I almost looked at soccer like during the pandemic and stuff. I'm like, nah, I'd rather look at esports.
Yeah, man, I'm not a soccer guy. I don't come in and pretend I'm not. Soccer, MMA, KBO, women's.
Oh, yeah, we did do a lot of UFC during the pandemic. That we did. We made some money off of some fighting, but no.
Nothing. Nope. It's in the Cavs line with 4 and a hook. The 3, someone's out. The Sixers, We talked about the Sixers. I mean, they know who wants that 1 seed. And again, this team, the Sixer team, I'm not sold on. Tim brought up spots about like the Nets stop being a team you can trust. I can't trust the Sixers. I can't trust the Sixers either. Zach Diesel's in the house. Keep it a classy with Higgs in the twin. You know it. You bring the class. So Nets are trash. Bucks come out east. Well, the Bucks are a good team. But I don't know. I'm calling the Nets. Could be a wrong number, but I'm calling them anyway. NBA, Denver versus LA. Nuggets, Miami, Toronto. Toronto, New Orleans Clippers. Pelicans. Denver.
I agree with all three. Let's roll.
Pelicans, huh?
Parlay them.
Wow. The 3-team round robin in your life.
There you go.
After these games, when you can buy those giraffes.
Yes, buy the giraffes. Get them.
Wizards plus 13. I can't get behind the Wizards. I can't do it. Too many questions in the West. Health problems.
I'm not worried about Ja. Ja will be back in the playoffs, but look what the Memphis Grizzlies have done without Ja this year.
Yeah, what 13-1 or something?
20-2 without Ja this year, and they just beat the Grizzlies. Just beat the Suns with none of their starters.
So there's that.
I'm happy I have my Grizzlies 35-1 ticket to win the entire thing.
Looks good.
They're like 11-1 now or something like that. What are they now? Basketball, NBA futures, Grizzlies 14-1 now. I got them at 35. I'm rolling. Let's go. Even if they lose, I like my bet.
Embiid and Rubio are questionable. Yeah.
Rubio still plays? I didn't think Rubio still plays.
Capper,
I'm trying to find the
Galaxy Timbers over. That's all you, Kaepernick. You know me. I don't know any.
There you go. There's your soccer plays. I'm trying to look up the Philadelphia line to see whether or not Joel Embiid is. No, nothing on Joel Embiid. He should play.
Pistons 2.5 here against Big. This is a game, Rob. Somebody else asked about this game. This is the game you really want to bet on. Pistons and Pacers. I'm not interested in that. Bear hug, you're welcome. You'll be giving bear hugs after you cash your ticket. All your NBA winners today. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. I want to like 2 for the money. I just want to be like the hype guy. Like when I come in with my radio voice at the end of the show. Be sure to check out Max Wager Network. All right, we're going to wrap this guy up. Baseball today, because why not? Baseball, what are we? 28-6-3. Tigers, Red Sox, and the Nats ×2. And if you're looking for some other sports, NBA, I got the Bucks over. We both like the Pelicans, and the Kansas ticket is still rolling. That's why it's up. Who are you kidding? People want to bet baseball. Go for it. Totals, not so much here. All of our plays have been sides, and we're nice plus money. So that is it for a Sunday. Tomorrow, it'll be about a 5-minute conversation of the national championship game because we're just riding our Kansas future, and then we're going to talk AL and NL East picks, maybe some player props for MVP, stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll find some home run stuff. It'll be a fun show. Come on in tomorrow on your 12 noon Eastern Monday. Have a good Sunday.